Really good blender. I probably have more Cuisinart products in my home because I know they last. I know they're powerful. I know you can count on them. And if you're a baker, you know. There's a really good cooking show that's on public TV, and they talk about the brands all the time, and they're always harping on how good Cuisinart is as a brand for the home chef. This is their brand new Tasty. It's called the Tasty Cuisinart Hand Mixer. You know what? Stripped down of all the dumb stuff, this is gonna get the job done. Whether you're trying to incorporate your chips or your cookie pieces into your doughs or into your batters, whatever it is, if you like to make homemade pizza dough or bread, we're gonna throw in the dough hooks. You get the regular beater attachments and the dough hooks. It is perfect for all your fall and holiday cooking. That is all good news. The bad news is I have 1,200 is all I have left. I have it available in this really cool, it's kind of a matte finish red, simple, easy to operate, reliable. You're gonna get a 3-year warranty. Who gives a 3-year warranty on a hand mixer? You rarely ever see that. I don't have any demonstrations here, but I know that Kelly Diedring is standing by and she's got a lot. You're gonna love this machine. There's the regular beaters that you get with it. Easy to operate, easy to eject the beaters, multiple speeds, a turbo setting, everything you're looking for. Here's Kelly to show us how to use it. Hi, Kelly.
Good morning, guys. You said it. This is Cuisinart. So You know and love Cuisinart. It's by Tasty. So they partnered with Tasty. And if you're not familiar with Tasty, you probably follow them on social media. They have something like 70 million Facebook followers, 40 million Instagram followers. I mean, over 100 million people decide to look at Tasty for their recipes. You're getting a recipe guide that comes with 19 tasty recipes, but just in terms of price alone for what you're getting, 200 watts of power. I love how it stands up. Let me just show you real quick. It actually stands up on its own with the beaters over the bowl. So you know if something's dripping, you can just set it standing and it will drip right into the bowl. But let's make that spiced cake that you mentioned, okay? Because it is fall and we're just excited for it to finally just be cooling down here in Florida. Maybe it's cool already where you live. This is that spiced cake that comes in a box. We added egg and oil, but guess what? You can actually substitute applesauce to sort of elevate your spice cake, and therefore you're eliminating some of the butters, right? Some of those high fat content. So we just take our applesauce, and then you get sort of this like apple pie spice cake. And then if you're of age, you could add a little rum too, which I know Guy would appreciate. But I love this machine because it has 5 different speed settings. And to me, that's important, okay? I can start at 0, which is where I like to start. So we're gonna go down to that lower setting, okay, and just get things going. But there's also a turbo button, guys. So you know how sometimes you get like one little chunk that's sort of stuck?
Sure.
You just pop that turbo button on any of the speeds and it gives you full 200 watts of power. Now I'm gonna go up higher. Look how nothing's spraying over the edge, right? Because I was able to have that true setting 1. You know, so many hand mixers, guys, they're like setting 1 and everything explodes out of the bowl, right? Tasty has really done a nice job of designing this. So literally in a matter of, I don't know, what was that, 35, 40 seconds, I can get that all the way on high power. And you can just see how it pulls everything into the mixture. And I'm done. I mean, I'm done. So then I can set it down right here, and those beaters can drip. Actually, my kids come running, right? Because they want to eat the mixture off the beaters.
Right.
But it just sets nicely over. That's the way it's designed. And then, of course, you mentioned that nice, easy eject button. You just press that button, and now you've got your beaters, which are dishwasher safe, and you're getting the dough hooks. So people that are making their own sourdough, right? Or maybe you're making pumpkin bread or whatever the case is, you've got those dough hooks.
You know, I'll tell you, you cannot discount a really good blender, all right? I mean, they are so, I was wrong. I thought we had 1,200. You can see by our left counter over there, my producer Andre just put it up. We're down to 880 already.
Oh,
it's
boy.
For $29.99 to get a Cuisinart level blender is a really, really good. Trust me, I used to buy equipment for our restaurants many years ago. Me and my co-manager Peter, we would go to this big equipment store. We would buy mixers and beaters and blenders and all that stuff. This is a really good value. They're going to give you a 3-year warranty. If you want to get this for free today, I have a way you can do that. get a brand new HSN credit card. We'll put $40 in your account. That'll cover your shipping and handling and the product. You will pay $0 for this if you get a brand new HSN credit card today. And you know, it's funny, we don't use our blenders that much throughout the year. We use them on special occasions. Obviously, if we're bakers, we use them all the time. But Kelly, I was saying, this time of year especially, everybody is using their blenders and their mixers, right? You're making homemade doughs for your holiday breads. You're making cookies.
Yep.
You know, maybe, and by the way, I will use this to whip up eggs for an omelet. If you've never had eggs whipped up with a blender,
yesterday.
So good, so good.
I did it yesterday, yeah, because you go to that high speed and it aerates it and you get that really beautiful fluffy one. We mentioned the holidays. I know it's just the beginning of September, but they're going to be here right around the corner. You're going to do your sweet potatoes. You're going to do your mashed potatoes, right? And what better way to do it? You don't want to get out that big funky stand mixer. I got to tell you, guys, there's a time and place for a stand mixer. Don't get me wrong. But they're big, they're heavy, they're clunky, they're cumbersome, right? And they weigh about 30 pounds. Typically, I don't know about you, Guy, but I'm always reaching for my hand mixer, not my stand mixer. I just am. That's just how I prefer to cook. This is so much easier for me, right? Get those potatoes going, the sweet potatoes. Maybe you like to make homemade applesauce or softened apples. To make those pies, the pumpkin pie, the chocolate chip cookie. This is that turbo. You can just hit that turbo button. And now look at my beautiful, fluffy, whipped up mashed potatoes or sweet potatoes, whatever you want to do. Or how about a cauliflower mash, right? Maybe you're doing a little bit low carb. I can set it down. It's right over the bowl. I can hit that little eject right there. I can give those to the kids to, you know, to clean up, or I can just pop them inside the dishwasher. And now in seconds, Guy, I've got a big, beautiful pile of fluffy mashed potatoes for the family, right? Oh, yeah. And that's why we want to reach for that hand mixer, you know? Yep. I love that.
You know, I use the dough hooks are a great way to make meatloaf. A lot of you, especially, you know, if you've got longer fingernails, ladies out there, and you don't want to get that stuff under your nails, use the dough hooks to incorporate your ingredients in your meatloaf. First of all, you will have a more tender meatloaf, and you'll also have more tender hamburgers. If you like to add spice to your hamburgers, which I do Montreal seasoning, onion powder, and a couple other things in my burgers. Same thing. I mean, I take a bowl, I put the meat in. This takes me 2 seconds to pop in the dough hooks, and I mix it, incorporate it that way. That way you don't get the stuff all over your hands, and your meatloaf will not be as tough. There's a lot of little tricks to meatloaf. I make a great meatloaf. First of all, my meatloaf cooks for 3 hours. I almost braise my meatloaf, which is why it's so tender, but I also know the correct number of eggs, and I also use dough hooks to be able to incorporate it, and then I loosely, you know, pack it, and then I put the little marks on it. So there's little tricks that you can use, but you need a really good blender. We are down to about 700 or so remaining if you want to get it. By the way, this is a really cool feature as well. You can get the cord to go in any direction. So depending on where the table is, you can move it to the left or you can move it to the right, and it locks into that position as well. Honestly, a 3-year warranty is a great deal on for a Cuisinart. You know, I have so many different Cuisinart items. I even have the Cuisinart bakeware, like their cast enamel. I've had that stuff forever. You can count on it. It's a great way to be able to stock up your kitchen. Free shipping and handling. I didn't even see that. Dang, I may buy this blender today. It's free shipping and handling, and it's $10 off. So if you want to get it this day only, grab it while we still have supplies, 677-426. We got about 1 more minute, Kelly, so what else you making?
Well, I'm going to do a pumpkin pie. To me, it's never too early. So we have our pumpkin from the can. We've got our sugar. I'm going to add some eggs, and then you can just do that evaporated, you know, sweetener, the milk from the can. And then, of course, my pumpkin pie seasoning. It's the time, right? Pop it all in your favorite mixing bowl. I like to start on one always, because it's that slow start, right, Guy? And then if I have something that's a little tricky, I can hit turbo on any of those speeds if I want to. And then you can slowly start to incorporate all your ingredients. And look at that. Literally in seconds, you can see I've got a beautiful pumpkin pie mixture, whether it's sweet potato pie, whether it's your pecan pie mixture, whether you're making homemade applesauce, bread dough, pizza dough, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes. This is the machine that you want to be able to have because, first of all, that Cuisinart brand name. And then you can, I love that you mentioned you can lock this. Let me go ahead and hit eject on those. You can lock this in either side. So lefties or righties, you can get that cord out of the way. And that's an important feature as well.
Hey, listen, you have a 3-year warranty, all right, on a Cuisinart. This is not A no-name company. This is a company where you'll probably have it for 10 years. Let's put it that way. Kelly, we are doing our Keurig Today special, and we're asking everybody, how do they like their coffee? How does Miss Kelly like her coffee?
I drink my coffee cold, black, with 2 stevias.
Nice.
So I could do the iced.
Yeah.
I could do the iced version there.
Yeah, I use the monk fruit sweetener. I love that stuff, man. I mean, I never even miss the sugar, and I will do mine. Sometimes I take it black. Sometimes I like it with a little cream as well. That's the fun part about having your own machine. Thank you, Miss Kelly.
See you soon. Bye, guys.
All right, Kelly, take care. All right, I'm going to step right over, write down the item number right there if you want to grab it. We got crazy busy as soon as I mentioned our brand new pan.